Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
An emotional day in court as opening statements get underway in the Jennifer Crumbley trial. Crumbley faces 4 counts of involuntary manslaughter for her son's role in the deadly shooting at Oxford High School. Glad you're with us here for Local 4 News at 6. I'm Devin Skillion.
I'm Kimberly Gill. Paula Tutman has been following today's proceedings from the Oakland County Circuit Court, and she joins us live with more. Paula, good evening.
Hi, good evening, everyone. So we've been building what's been going on all day since 4 o'clock, then 5 o'clock. Right now, what I want to show you is how social media is actually becoming a witness in this case, a pivotal witness. But it's also important to say that given the context of why we are here, some of the video you're about to see could be very, very disturbing. Video shared by proud parents of a son mastering target shooting, or a calculating killer practicing to perfection. Jurors will need to decide after seeing video in court of Ethan Crumbley, referred to in court henceforward as the shooter, of social media shared between his parents as he honed his skills at various shooting ranges using various guns. Defense attorney Shannon Smith called the Oakland County prosecutor's charges of involuntary manslaughter a Band-Aid attempt to make the community feel better and hold someone else accountable for the deaths of 4 Oxford High School students, Madison Baldwin, Tate Meir, Hannah St. Juliana, and Justin Schilling, and injuring 7 others.
This is the video that James had sent to Jennifer via Facebook that she then posted, I believe, as an Instagram story. So that's James Crumbley in the white sweatshirt and gray baseball hat, and then the shooter is behind him.
And while it is not illegal to be a dead shot as a teenager or even to practice under the watchful eye of parents, prosecutors are now trying to draw a line that indicates that the shooter's parents were wanton, careless, and criminally responsible for the deaths of 4 students. The date, Oxford High School, November 30th, 2021. And indeed, according to the testifying ATF agent, the shooter was skilled and proficient.
This is the shooter holding the Kel-Tec pistol.
This?
Yes.
Okay.
And then he sends the slide forward.
When he turned those shooting skills on to his classmates. The prosecutor is trying to show a pattern of capriciousness of the parents. When it came to guns, gun handling, and the gun handling of their teenager.
Evidence that there's not an adult there or anything happening.
The jury is attentive, sometimes transfixed on what's being said on the witness stand. And while James's trial for involuntary manslaughter doesn't start until March, the prosecutor is co-opting Jennifer, the mother, as a willing partner in warming up a troubled teenager to guns with encouragement, and then ignoring the warning signs that he was spiraling downward. The video is absolutely chilling, and the defense attorney has strongly said, in fact, in her opening statements to jurors, she intimated, didn't say these words, but intimated that showing this kind of video is basically a cheap trick and that it has absolutely nothing to do with Jennifer Crumbley, but instead is being used to try to play on the emotions of the jurors. It will be up to the jurors to decide, obviously. But also, the defense attorney, Shannon Smith, is saying that Jennifer Crumbley will indeed, during the course of this trial, take the stand in her own defense. Guys?
What a day. What a first day in court, and more to come. Paula, we appreciate your report this evening. If you missed today's testimony, you can watch some of the moments from the courtroom tonight at 8 on Local 4 Plus. And we'll be streaming this trial every day on Local 4 Plus and clickondetroit.com with live reports from the courthouse as well as expert analysis. You can find Local 4 Plus anywhere you get streaming channels like Netflix or Hulu. All right, switching gears here. The countdown is on. We are about 3 days away from the Lions' big matchup with the 49ers in the NFC Championship game.
All right, let's bring Bernie back in as we make our way toward the big showdown this weekend.
6:30 Sunday night. Where will you be? Oh, I know. Detroit has been a pretty good road team thus far this season. Their record 6-3. As you know, both wins by the Lions took place at Ford Field in the playoffs. Now they're heading west. Dan Campbell said today that once you start winning away from home, things start to improve greatly.
And we did that, and it was significant. But I would tell you, so was the Giants win last year. That was huge. So was Chicago the week before that. I mean, once we got our first one, we started knocking a few off. It's no different. You got to learn how to win. And you got to learn how to win on the road, too. And once you start to figure that out, you get better at it.
And very good, yeah. And this week would be a good time to start.
Good fun. Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
All right, we'll see in a little bit, Bernie. Well, as the Lions continue their quest to the big game, one player has been in Michigan the entire time.
Defensive end Aiden Hutchinson started here in Metro Detroit at Divine Child High before going to University of Michigan in Ann Arbor. On the team with the Lions now, as our Victor Williams reports, those at his former high school are still really proud, Victor.
Yeah, that's right, Devin. It seems like the entire city is behind Aiden Hutchinson right up there here at Ford Field. But you have to start somewhere. But even then, teachers and staff members, they knew that he was destined for greatness.
And I feel like we're at the point where it's just, we've gotten this far. Let's take this thing all the way.
Aiden Hutchinson has come a long way. Before he was a defensive end for the Detroit Lions, he was once one of the Falcons here at Divine Child High School.
You know, when he was here, it was the best of times for us. We had some talent on the team.
Head football coach Chris Laney recognized the God-given athletic ability early on, but that wasn't all.
And Aiden was really a first-class student as well. Did really well in class, never any problems, and just really a joy to have.
Aiden has a great relationship with his Spanish teacher, Gina Delgado. The two still talk to this day.
Aiden, what we see on the field is still who he was in the classroom. Shy at first, very hardworking, knows how to have fun, just had the whole package when he was here.
English teacher Michelle Sugg remembers him for his strong work ethic before he graduated and became a Michigan Wolverine.
I certainly thought that he would be successful because he's such a hard worker. He was actually in my class when Jim Harbaugh came and recruited him.
His jersey and other trophies are on display. Support from staff and students clearly out in the open, with many students wearing their Honolulu blue. We love Aiden! Aiden says, in a way, it was his own destiny.
In school, all my friends, you know, so I mean, they're on every Sunday in the fall. So, I mean, you grow up with it no matter if you're a fan or you're not, you know.
We're just proud of him here. We're proud of him being a Falcon. I'm proud of him being a Wolverine and now a Lion, and we will support him no matter what.
And no matter how this season ends, we know that Aiden has certainly made the entire school proud. Victor Williams, Local 4.
He sure has.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
All right, Victor. Local 4 is the official station of Lions fans, and our next All-In Playoff Edition special will mean Bernie and Hobie RT coming to us live from Santa Clara, California. So make sure you tune in Saturday night, 8 o'clock, right here on Local 4, and we'll stream it on Local 4 Plus. The flying public could find itself on board a 737 MAX 9 jet again, perhaps as soon as this weekend.
The grounded U.S. fleet is slowly being returned to the skies by the Federal Aviation Administration. This as Boeing pauses production for the day, and the investigation into a terrifying in-flight blowout aboard a MAX 9 continues.
We fly safe planes.
That's what the head of Boeing told concerned lawmakers on Capitol Hill this week when questioned about his company's quality control process. Boeing's 737 plant in Renton, Washington, normally bustling, is quiet Thursday for a self-imposed quality stand-down.
We don't put airplanes in the air that we don't have 100% confidence in.
The Renton plant is part of the federal investigation into the door plug blowout aboard Alaska Airlines Flight 1282 earlier this month. After reviewing recent Boeing data and about a quarter of the U.S. MAX 9 fleet this month, the Federal Aviation Administration said it's ending its 19-day-long emergency grounding of aircraft, and major carriers can fly them after they pass inspection.
We're not going to let that aircraft back in the air until we're convinced that that issue has been taken care of.
To take care of the issue, the FAA says airlines must complete a detailed visual inspection of the door plug's bolts, guide tracks, and fittings. That plug is what violently blew off the Alaska Air jet, and any abnormal conditions found must be corrected. Only then will the FAA unground the plane.
That means that we believe it's airworthy, and if it's airworthy, the aircraft is safe.
Alaska Airlines and United Airlines anticipate their MAX 9s will be airborne over the next few days. While on the ground, federal investigators continue scrutinizing the Alaska Air door plug and the Boeing plant for clues on exactly how this latest aviation scare even happened. And although the FAA is indeed ungrounding some 737 MAX 9s after they pass inspection, the administration is also denying, though, any requests by Boeing to expand production of the jet, at least for now. All right, let's turn our attention to the weather. Live look at our Mount Clemens sky cam. There we go. You see that fog still looming around there and moving through Detroit here.
A little clearer than
it is.
Many of our other cameras right now. Let's get over to forewarned meteorologist Ron Hilliard in for Kim Adams tonight with a look at the forecast. Ron.
Devin and Kimberly, that's right. Some cameras you can see nothing out there. It's just so cloudy and so foggy. The dense fog covering all of southeast Michigan, possibly as late as 10 o'clock. That's when our advisory expires. After that point, we will still have the fog around the area, but it won't be quite as thick. Right now, we are looking at some of the visibility as low as a quarter of a mile or less. At times, we've seen it down to 0 miles. We have it at 0.5, a half mile in Pontiac, right around a mile visibility in Mount Clemens. And another look at what's happening in Mount Clemens. Well, we have downtown Detroit. It's pretty foggy out there. Temperatures ranging from about 40 to the mid 30s out there, 36 in Howell, 37 in Pontiac, and 38 in Monroe. Now, cloud cover is going to be with us for the next few days. We have the fog with us right now. We also have some approaching rain. This is all the rain that is moving up in our direction from the southwest. It is going to arrive in our area in the next few hours. So here's what we're expecting. Rain, moderate to heavy at times. We have a chance of some rain and snow showers on Sunday, and then another chance coming up on Tuesday. We'll break down the timeline of when you can expect that rain in your neighborhood coming up.